So yeah, you guys are down in the basement of this house. Up above you, kind of keeping everybody else away and making sure that nobody else shows up, was Sergeant Lunavaris, who was that purple-haired elf chick. And you guys are all down with the reinforced cage. So once again, it's a huge, big 8-foot by 8-foot heavy-duty wooden cage that has had a barred frame built around it. The door is closed, padlocked, and then chains are wrapped around that. So it is pretty darn secure. What you guys found out last time is it was originally made to keep somebody that used to turn into a werebear caged, as which inside Cyrano has seen signs of that. Okay, so Cyrano had started to get really antsy. He was looking to try to find a way out as the rat spirit deep inside him starts to well up. He started like banging on the sides and pacing up and down. Annie St. Clair had cast her calming spells upon him. That had calmed him down, and he had kind of gone and sat down, taken some deep breaths, tried to get himself into like a meditative state to deal with the transition. And that's what's going on right now. Okay. So, what's actually happening? Well, I told you that you could start to feel your skin begin to like feel all itchy and crawly, but underneath the skin. Something was moving around, and this is all to do with your muscles beginning to change and your whole general well-being starting to alter to take on more of the aspect of a rat. Okay, you are now starting to notice that coarse black hair is beginning to kind of push its way up through the skin, which has given you another really weird kind of creepy, crawly feeling, as if your whole body is alive. You can feel like underneath your nose, large, huge, big kind of coarse, thick whiskers are starting to kind of pop out. Strangely enough, however, though, while this is all happening, the initial anticipation is that you're going to transform into a very large rodent. But that doesn't seem to really happen. It kind of goes that far. Your eyesight has become heightened, your senses, your hearing, your smell, which of your eyesight and your smell and all that have been heightened here lately anyway. But they seem to be like kind of like on overdrive right now. But you're starting to feel very, very hungry. You're starting to feel very, very antsy as you kind of look around, and I mean you can see all the big platter of raw meat that was laid in there, the big, huge, big ball of hay and stuff like that. But rather than transform into a large rat, you still feel and look humanoid. In fact, you're very aware of your senses. You know what's going on. You know where you are. You still know that you are Cyrano. But it seems like instead of the rat riding to the top and taking control, and Cyrano is like sitting below the surface, it's kind of the other way. Cyrano is still in control, but the rat is like right there. You can kind of feel it constantly pushing you to react to things. Like, right now, you're feeling very, very irritated. Who the hell put you in here? This was a stupid idea. You can control this. I don't need to be locked in a box. Do you know who I am? I'm the chosen one, damn it. So all of your normal emotions are kind of pushed to a higher level. Much like last night in the bar fight where you were way more irritable and had way less patience.
Yeah.
That's doubly so right now. But as I said, physically, your canines, I mean, not your canines, but your front teeth are a little longer than normal. Mm-hmm. You've got a pretty strong overbite going on.
Great.
But at the same time, you're still looking very much like you. At least a very kind of dirty, hairy, itchy version of you.
A 2 out of 10 Cyrano.
Yeah, 2 out of 10 Cyrano.
Okay. All right. So I'll kind of get up and after sort semi-transforming, I guess, I'll kind of snap my head over to everybody. Say, hey, guys. Yeah. Can you let me out here?
How's it going in there, Cyrano? You
Fine.
okay?
Oh, yeah, fine. Maybe you just let me out, though? And I'll kind of start, like, banging on the rails.
Also, yeah, your fingernails are a little longer than normal. And your boots don't feel very comfortable at all. But that's probably because you've got serious ingrowing toenails going on right now.
Yep.
Okay.
Can we see him through the cage at all, or
You
no?
cannot. If you remember, that was very specifically pointed out.
Yes, I thought so.
Luna Varys had made it to where there was no way to peer in because she felt like it was a very private thing that the person inside was going for, and she didn't want them to feel like a freak.
Okay.
Even though you're a freak.
Hey, Annie, did you calm him?
Yes,
work?
I did. I thought it worked. You calm, Cyrano?
You calm?
Yeah, very calm. If you could just get me out of here, please. Again, I'm gonna start now, like kind of slamming my body up against the side.
He's not calm.
He doesn't.
He's
seem very
freaking
calm.
out.
Okay, what do we do?
I hate this. Do nothing. We're not allowed to.
Nothing.
Look.
Nothing troubling,
I know that things might seem a little weird right now, but I promise you, I have this under control as best as I can. Everything's fine. I'm a little different. I'm a little different in here. Okay, I want to get that out right now. I'm a little different, but I think I can handle this. So
He
maybe
can't handle it.
if you could just, I can hear that. I heard that.
Oh, sorry.
I heard that. Who said that?
Don't.
Alekma
said it.
Anyways, if you could just let me out, I appreciate it. I'm hungry.
Do you
very
want
hungry.
cheese?
You have something more than cheese. Hmm?
I think you turned into a
we
rat.
We have to feed him. We can't just let him starve in there.
But he's still
He's not gonna starve.
But he's still talking. That's not supposed to be.
He's not supposed to do that.
No, remember they said he was gonna go like crazy.
Like feral crazy and
Yeah.
in his mind.
That's what I'm saying. I'm fine. Nothing happened that you thought was gonna happen, right?
Well, something
maybe-
clearly happened.
Right, maybe the transformation isn't complete yet.
Okay, so maybe get like 3 more seconds. 1, 2, 3. I'm still here. Everything's a-okay.
Do you think it's going wrong?
Oh no! Well, if this is wrong, I don't want to be right.
I mean, I brought some food. I can maybe I can just give it to him real quick.
I thought there was food in there already.
Right.
There was a big platter of raw steaks were put in there.
Yeah, just eat the meat.
Eat the meat, Cyrano.
Yeah,
it's
Eat
raw.
your meat.
It's festering. It's
How can you have any
delicious.
pudding if you don't eat your meat?
See, isn't it? Just eat that up and just take a nap.
but it's not cooked. It's raw.
Oh, sweet.
See,
Hmm?
that's okay.
He doesn't.
You're considering it.
You're gonna let him eat raw meat, guys. We're gonna make the transition happen sooner if we let him eat raw meat.
I mean, there is something I can do.
What?
So you said that the box is not wooden, right?
No, the box is wooden.
Oh.
It's like a giant wooden crate,
Okay.
but they built kind of a
Right.
metal cage around it to kind of hold all the wood in place so that nothing could break out of the sides of it. And then where the wooden door is, pressed up against it, is actually like a metal cage door, which is padlocked and has also been kind of chained. So, I mean, he's pretty well sealed up in there. Other than very, very faint like hairline cracks between the boards on the sides, which is about the only place that's just enough for oxygen to get in, but certainly not enough to peer through.
Okay. So I don't want to burn the whole wooden part down.
What do you have?
I could.
I can do something, but I don't want to burn the wooden part down.
Don't do
I just
that.
want to cook the
Why are you
rat
trying
inside.
to light him on fire?
Well, no, I was thinking I use a spell to heat part of the oven. I mean, not the oven. It's not an oven, Cyrano.
It's not an oven.
You guys.
Okay, here's the thing. You can hear from inside the cage, like I am tearing into that meat.
Yeah,
Okay,
never.
so he's
Good, you
devouring
didn't hear
the
me.
meat.
Never mind. So
Maybe
I was gonna heat one of the sides with a spell so we could put the meat against it and
But you took too long. I told you I was very hungry.
Okay, we're
obviously.
we're trying to figure this out. So, you good?
Yes. Just
Yeah,
ripping up sinew and tissue from inside, like echoing out of the chamber.
So Cyrano, Cyrano, buddy.
Yeah. What?
Well, you're eating raw meat, so doesn't that tell you, as well as us, that you shouldn't be let out?
It's my only. I didn't have any other option.
Well, we
Could have
were
just
like,
not eaten it.
for 2 minutes. We were trying to figure it out.
Couldn't not eat. I'm ravenous.
Yeah, so that's why you're staying in there. You see.
Well, I haven't eaten in a while. I have a fast metabolism. You understand?
We left you some rawhide. You'll be fine.
Let's do a doggy treat in there.
Yeah,
A bone.
a little bone in there.
I mean, it is interesting you're not fully transformed yet.
What? This isn't it.
Which is
What do
unusual.
you look like? What do you look like?
Let's hand him a mirror.
It's kind of dark in here. I can't.
You got
Really
good vision?
see?
Do you feel like you can see better?
I'm gonna actually look because Cyrano for this entire time, if it's sort of dark, can't see anything. So he's gonna look down and
I
go,
mean, yeah. I mean, it's still very dark because it's dark down there and you're sealed away. But I mean, you can definitely sense where the walls are. It's like you can kind of, whether it's seeing so much as just knowing.
okay. Of course I can't see. It's dark down here. You know that.
Well, see, he can't see anything, so he's fine.
I feel
Okay.
I feel hairy, but
Uh-oh.
I'm still I'm standing upright, not like a rat.
Yeah, at
Well,
most
that
you
can
maybe
stand upright too.
you're probably a little
Yeah, I
hunched
feel like
over,
a little
a little
hunched, yeah.
kind of little Renfield-ish.
Okay.
Well, you're just gonna stay in there, and we're just gonna hang out. All right?
Yeah, Cyrano, can you let me try something without resisting?
Oh no.
Depends what it is. What is it?
Okay, Annie, Britannica, get some light sources as close to those cracks as you can to get as much light in there as you can.
Will you please tell me what you want to try before?
How about
No,
me too?
I'm gonna try to scry him.
What does that mean?
Well, it's something I haven't done before, but I figure since we're going after a godstone and a wizard, I should be able to pinpoint things. I could potentially, if it works, see him by scrying him. You see?
And what
Does
would
that
tell us?
hurt?
No, it's not that at all. It's just
Completely harmless.
mind's eye kind of imaging, you know?
Okay, but I'm telling you what I look like.
But we want to be able to see.
What if
Are
we
you
just open
sure?
the door and we just look?
Yes.
No. Absolutely not. We have strict rules to not let him out.
Rules. Who made these rules?
The
Person trying to
lady.
arrest us? And put us in jail? Also in a cage?
Well,
What lady? She doesn't know anything. Come on, it's your old pal Cyrano.
No.
Okay, so you're gonna scry him.
Well, with
and then what?
just so I could see what he looks like. That's the idea. So he could see what we're dealing with. But it is a violation of privacy. And what was Cyrano naked when he went in there? I thought he was.
I think so.
He went down to his skivvies, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're a druid, right?
Yes.
The only place you can scry as a druid is in a natural pool of water. You've actually got to do that in a pool of water.
Make water first, then.
No, it has to be a natural pool of water.
I'll go get a bucket.
There's nothing natural about this.
Is that what, my spell doesn't say that, but I will take your word for it.
If it's a druid scrying spell, the divination scrying spell.
Yeah, it's a scrying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clerics have to have a holy water font. Wizards, sorcerers, and bard have to have a polished silver glass.
For some reason, that didn't get copy pasted. I see it now. Okay,
but it is. I don't know where it is on what you copied and pasted it from, but
I copied and pasted.
He left out the rules that made it so he couldn't do it.
He left out the rules that made it not overpowered.
Oh, I don't like that part. I'm gonna leave that out.
Makes sense.
Move right
Makes
there,
sense.
faggot.
Okay.
Pee in the corner. Pee is natural, right?
Yeah, let's just pee a lot.
I mean, but wait, aren't we by a river? Like we're by a dock?
No, that's not. That is a running water source, not a natural pool of water. I mean, you have to think of it from the...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a tranquil pool that you scry into, like a mirror.
A puddle
like a
after
mirror.
It rains.
Yeah.
Get it, Gar. I get it.
I would go
Makes
as
sense.
far as to say, yeah, no, not pee. Yeah, otherwise, it would be a little OP to be able to scry all the time and see.
So I can't bottle natural water and pour it in a container because that's technically a pool of natural water. I get the idea. Grove with nature around it. I mean, I understand the idea behind it. It's
that's the theory.
I still find it funny that people would probably metagame.
Go tell the city they need to build a dam so you can scry. Yeah, but that is the conceptual idea of the spell. Yeah.
Right. So the second after I suggested, I'm just gonna be like, oh, never mind, because I realize what I need to do.
Let's go find a pond. Let's take this giant crate to a pond.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Okay, so do we have anything else to figure out what's going on in there?
I say we let him have his privacy, and we'll just see him in the morning. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
Okay, is he gonna get worse by letting him sit in there?
Maybe.
Look, he's not gonna die, and
He'll be fine.
It's what we agreed to, so.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Good night.
Baby, so basically you guys are just going to kind of like leave him to his own devices. Okay, well, I mean, once you have eaten all the meat, which is an incredible amount of meat for someone of your size to eat, it's way more than you could have ever consumed naturally. But then, of course, you want to get out. You want to roam. You want you want your spirit to be free into the nature and go do rat things.
Do cool hood rat stuff with my friends.
And go and sell houses to people with your relatives living inside them. So yeah, I mean, to what extent is Cyrano de Rat kind of going to try to get out of this thing?
I think there would be... I mean, because he can keep himself sort of under control, I think it'd just be a lot of, like, just haggling and begging and pleading with them to let him out and banging up against the walls. I think just that sort of primal, like, just trying to bang his way out might kind of be the overtaking thing. And with little bits of humanity thrown in there of him just pleading to them. Just more of the same of pretty much what I've been doing the last few minutes here.
All right, so you're in for many hours of that. So what's everybody going to do? Going to sit down there with your finger between your ears? Are you...
I just endure it, honestly.
Yeah, probably
This
will get
is-
no sleep that night, huh?
Yeah, this is terrible, and I'm just gonna scowl at him the whole night.
Okay. Well, in the early wee hours, eventually your rat self will get tired and want to go to sleep.
Okay.
So you can curl up in your big pile of hay or whatever. And you guys are probably woken fairly early when the trap door gets lifted up and Luna Varys kind of sticks her head down and she says, "How did it go?"
Terrible. Absolutely
Wanted to
terrible.
get out really badly.
Longest night of my life.
Well, the sun is coming up, so he should be fine now.
Well, he wasn't entirely transformed, Miss Varys. He had more semblance of himself than I expected.
Well, that is not how I recall it before, but I am sure this is a strange and magical disease, so it could easily change from person to person. Do you have any more ideas on how to cure him? Did you get any luck from the church and Father Dynastia?
He said he would be ready this morning with a possible way to stop it.
Well, then perhaps we should get your friend there as quickly as possible this morning. Maybe before the streets get too busy.
Are you sure he's okay?
I am
can
sure
open
of
it now?
nothing.
Let's open it and see, huh?
Okay.
I'll
All right,
just
well,
hold
she'll
up my
hand
axe
you the
really
key.
slow.
She'll hand you the key.
Go ahead.
I'll go over and open his little rat
you-
cage.
Unlock the huge padlocks, pull the chains all off. Open the metal door. Open the second padlock and open the wooden door. And yeah, there's basically a semi-naked Cyrano covered up in hay, probably in the corner, fast asleep.
Cyrano.
There's blood stains all over the place. There's blood stains all down his... he's probably covered his hands, his face, his upper torso. Probably his thighs have got blood all over them, where he was eating fresh, bloody, raw steak with his hands.
Shut that door, please.
You need to get up. We need to go.
My head. Oh, my stomach. What do you want?
You kept us up all night. Get up.
You kept me in this cage all night.
Yes, you're welcome. You were safe and sound in a nice warm bed. Look at you, sleeping
One
in there.
bed. I'm gonna tussle the hay around me. It's freezing in this thing.
Just treat this like the world's worst hangover, okay? Get up. Let's go.
Go
Right,
fix you.
Huh?
Fix you? You know, the cure?
Hopefully.
I was fine, as I've said.
Okay,
Yeah.
obviously
Oh,
he
alright.
looks like a bloody mess, literally. He does have clothes there. Does Cyrano want to put his nice fine clothes on in this current bloody state?
No.
Okay.
No.
Um,
Does anyone have some warm water or something?
There's a river.
There is a
Somebody
river
walk-
pretty close.
somebody just walk around like this?
There's a river.
Will anyone see me? I don't know what it's like out there.
It's time for you to go to the river.
I don't know why you're not just answering my question.
I don't know and I don't care. Just go to the river.
Varys, do you have like a basin of water or something in the house that we can splash him with? Clean him up?
Who are you asking that to?
Varys, right? Is that her
Luna
name?
Varys? Okay.
Yeah.
She goes upstairs and you hear her kind of like poking around, and eventually she'll come down with like a large, kind of dusty wooden bowl. And she just kind of like scrapes it out with her hand and hands it to you. There's no water in it, but it is a big bowl if you've got any water.
Big bowl. Right. Okay, so Alekma, can you put magic water in here? Or
Or you just go to that river you keep on talking about and bring it in
Fine.
here.
I'm gonna snatch a bowl and get out there. Go to the
Walk down
river.
to the river,
Fill it.
fill it up. Okay.
return, kind of grumbling like druid. Has to nature
Great. While he's doing that, I get 5 more minutes.
Great.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So eventually he'll come back with a bowl, probably 2/3 full of water after he spilt some of it on the way.
Absolutely spilled some of it.
All
Put it
right.
down. There you go, buddy.
Thank you.
I'm gonna turn around, right? So you
Uh-huh.
scrub. Yep.
Mechanica, are you turned around?
Oh, sorry. I'm still.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm still trying to sleep.
Yeah.
So
But I'm still gonna peek a little bit.
Or I'll start just kind of cleaning
okay.
myself
So you're
off,
gonna
and then-
wash
and I'll
off
get
all
changed.
the. Yeah. There you go. All right. Okay. So once he's looking a bit more presentable, now you feel absolutely bloated. Like your stomach is kind of distended. So when you like try to pull your britches up, it's very uncomfortable. You have to kind of like, not button them up all the way.
That's not going to be fun later. A raw meat diet only? Yikes. Okay.
High protein diet. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody have any fiber supplements or anything? Anyone?
Are you okay? Do you remember anything?
Yeah, I remember all of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Well, yeah, of course it's not normal.
No, you should. I would think you would not remember anything.
I told you I'd be fine. I told you you were overreacting.
The Ratkins diet.
Oh,
Fucking
That's
that's
good.
bad, dude. But good.
that's
Yay.
Cyrano, I don't know if you were more controlled than we thought, but you were doing and saying some things that were not right.
What? I wanted to get out of there.
Yes,
It's pretty fair.
but it didn't seem good. So,
What?
You ate
I was
raw meat.
I was hungry
Blood all over yourself.
because you gave me raw meat.
I didn't give it to you. You were very cranky.
You kept me in a cage all night.
aggressive.
You kept hitting against the cage all
you
night
wouldn't
long.
you wouldn't let me out of the cage.
And you kept making this noise.
No, I did not make that
Like
noise.
Hannibal Lecter.
I think you did a little bit. You did make a
No.
little noise.
I don't.
You said
remember
you were
that.
really hairy all over your body.
I felt like maybe, but maybe that was just the withdrawals. They'd say your skin crawls. Maybe that's all it was. Is because something was trying to get me, and I was fighting it off.
Okay, Cyrano, answer this honestly.
Okay.
If we had given you raw human meat, would you have not eaten it?
How was he?
I'm sorry. Did you give me raw human meat?
Just answer the question. Would
that
you
what I
have
ate?
would you have resisted that urge if you had been in there hungry like you were, and the only thing that was in there was Bob, dead Bob?
Well,
What does Bob
wouldn't
taste like?
anybody do that if they were feeling like they needed to eat to
A
survive?
normal person.
So if you were feeling like you needed to eat to survive, you wouldn't eat already dead Bob.
Okay, why
But
are
you
you?
ate
just-
dinner earlier that night. You weren't starving.
I had a small portion, and I didn't get
Right.
my summer pudding.
You're very testy, and you're normally not.
Well, think he's still within.
You kept me in a iron cage.
You agreed to go in there.
Okay,
We all agreed.
everybody, guys,
No one
guys.
forced you.
Britt, he's still within that window of the full moon, so
Okay.
it's natural he'd be evil. Evil. I mean, listen to yourself, Cyrano. You don't sound like yourself at all.
What are you talking about?
That's the highest, the loudest you've spoken.
That's not true. I must have spoken louder at some point.
It's probably true. You're just very irritable, and it's annoying.
You've kept me in a cold, dark, very drafty cage, might I add. The only food you gave me was raw meat. Yes, I'm a little testy this morning. Excuse me.
Okay, let's try to get you fixed.
Snip, snip. No. Let's go to the priest. Let's see what they can do.
Yes, go to the priest. Again, I feel like you're all overreacting. You said I was going to turn into some mindless monster, which I didn't.
No, you transformed into a mindful monster, which isn't much
Yeah,
better.
which is kind of worse, actually.
But I didn't feel like a monster. I didn't grow to some gargantuan size or have.
That we could see. We don't know. We couldn't get in there because he doesn't have
I-
a natural pool.
I still had my spatial awareness. I could tell I wasn't some gigantic monstrosity. I was still the same size. I felt a little creepy, crawly, itchy, scratchy. But again, that could be from being kept in a freezing cage with raw meat only to eat.
So do you not want to get fixed? Did you like the feeling of being a were-rat?
I did
we
not
could
like.
talk about that.
We don't use the R word, the W word.
Did I like the feeling?
Yes. Would you do one of your jobs for money like that?
Well, I feel like if I did, I would go about it a very different way.
Evil.
No,
So you're
No.
admitting there is something wrong with you and that you are different.
I don't think it's wrong. I think it altered for a moment.
Okay. So there is something.
Well, I told you I felt like I was fighting something off,
Mm-hmm.
like a sickness, like a bad cold.
And it's gone?
I feel okay now. I mean, I still don't feel right, but I feel better than I did last night. I mean, I still a little upset with you all, but
But
I'm trying to breathe through it.
Now, wait, to be fair, you, last night, before the change, you agreed to this.
Because you told me I was going to turn into some abomination that was going to
Well-
ransack the town and eat everyone in sight.
Maybe because we kept you in the cage, you didn't. You ever think of that?
No,
You didn't, did you? Aha, maybe the cage kept you in.
I didn't
From
want to
becoming
eat.
a full.
I didn't want to eat
beast.
everything. I wanted to eat something.
Like
I was
us.
hungry. No.
Raw meat.
What else did I have in there?
We were trying to discuss getting you something, and then you just started gobbling away in there.
You couldn't have put, I don't know, a loaf of bread or something
We have to open the door, and we were scared.
beforehand?
We were not scared.
They were scared. I wasn't scared.
We were just following protocol. That's it.
My point is, I'm sure if you would put some nice cooked steaks, rare to medium rare, bread, other wheat products, that's big in this time. Lots of wheat, lots of flour, and meats. I'm sure I would eat that as well.
Look, are you okay with us trying to get you healed?
Yes, let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, right.
Right?
Okay, so bright and early through the streets. I mean, there are people around and about, but it's nowhere near that busy yet. You take him back to the church of Mayaheen and find Father Donastia, who excitedly says, I've done the research, yes. I have prayed to Mayaheen for the abilities and the blessings to remove this terrible malady and curse from you. If you are ready.
Yeah, please, have at it, Father.
So, in the doctrines that I read, it does advise that he should be restrained. Case of any unpleasant reactions.
Okay, I guess. That's fine. I can get out of him anytime I want, if I wanted to. So that's, sure, go ahead. That's fine. Sure.
Does anybody have any very, very, very secure shackles or bondage of any kind?
Honestly, Father, it wouldn't do
no.
us any good anyway.
I see.
He's slippery at the best of times.
Then, just as a precaution, we should go to one of the chambers and lock ourselves in. And perhaps you should all be there, very ready with your weapons and the like. And very eager to jump between me and him should anything go bad.
Oh, come on. Really?
Well, I've never done this before, and sometimes with exorcisms and such, the spirits come out and they're very, very aggressive. not
Well-
entirely sure if this is going to be a similar thing.
I gotta tell you, if the spirit was what I went through last night, I think I handled it pretty well.
We will
Perhaps-
be a buffer for you.
Yes. Right then. Well, if you find yourself ready.
Lead the way.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, right. So he takes you down to one of the smaller chambers and ushers everybody in, and then says to the other priest that was there, "Now, I'd like you to lock us in, and don't open the door until you hear me tell you to. Understand?" Yes, Father Dynastia. As you wish. He says, right, as I said, I've never actually done this before. But, in theory, it should be fairly self-explanatory. Perhaps you should hand them all of your sharp implements and weapons before we do this. We wouldn't
You
want you to
know.
hurt yourself
Sure.
or me.
I'll kind of
Be
slip them out.
honest. Be
everything.
honest.
Even the secret
The
ones.
sleeve one.
Yes, I was going for that.
And the
Uh-huh.
boot ones.
And the boot ones.
Normally,
And
And-
the thigh ones.
Yes, and the thigh ones.
And
The
the,
neck
neck,
one.
one.
Yes, yes. And the earrings that are little ninja stars. Here you go.
Mhm. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Now, in Mayahin's name, I want you to remember the key to this is fortitude within and valor without. Can you say that with me? Fortitude
Fortitude within
and valor,
valor without.
There's,
Good job.
Yes.
Normally, I would
Thank
insist
you.
on having a couple of valiants here with us to make sure that this goes safely. But you will be our surrogate valiants, with your fine axe, your very long, sharp, stabbing spear, and your shield that you can hide behind with your scimitar.
Yes, I get in position.
Okay.
Of course.
And with that, then he kind of comes over and goes over to a small bowl, dips his fingers in, and comes over and he kind of like paints out the symbol of a sword, which is pretty much very much like a crucifix, just a lot bigger and a lot longer, onto Cyrano's forehead and begins to chant in Mayahin's name. Okay, upon the spell being cast, you will need to make a willpower check. The difficulty is 20.
Okay.
If it fails,
have
you can
inspiration,
try again on another
by the
day
way.
of the full moon, but that's basically how it works.
Okay.
So, yep, he comes over and after laying out the symbol,
Jesus.
Inspiration.
Do I have inspiration?
You do.
you
I don't
do
think
if you
it'll.
want to use
I don't
it.
think it's. I don't think this is a good place to use it.
I mean, it's entirely up
Excuse
to
me?
you.
It's too high. It's too high of a. Like I have to roll 18 or better, and that's not a good spot for
Well,
inspiration.
inspiration would what? Would
Oh, no,
let
you've got to roll 20. So, what is your fortitude save
Oh
bonus?
my god.
2.
Okay, so then, yeah. So
That's
you
what I'm
need
saying.
to roll. You're 100% right then. You need to
It's
roll.
a bad
18.
Terrible.
spot. It's a bad spot to use an inspiration for something that's so difficult to do.
Right. It's not a good way. It's a. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Statistically, it's not a.
Yes. If it's a
Not a good
50-50,
bet.
Yeah,
yes.
but do you want to be a rat? Don't you want
Well-
another chance?
I will another night.
Well, wait. What would inspiration do in this situation?
Would you
roll
give it a
twice.
reroll
Get him
or
to
a
roll.
plus?
Give him to. Yeah, let him
You
to.
roll twice.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically roll
okay.
both
Yeah,
and
it's not
pick
gonna
the better
add.
one.
Yeah. All right. Ready? Are we doing
So-
it? Am I doing it now, Gore?
Okay. Yep. So he kind of like hovers over you. Make sure I've got that open. Yep.
Oh.
He
no.
says, "We pray to thee, emblazoned one, to bless this poor, maligned individual. Bathe him in your healing light, and remove this vile curse and malady from him. For he is valiant, and has fortitude within and valor without. Descend your healing upon him. Remove this vile curse. And at this point, he's getting very dramatic, and he's placed one hand on Cyrano's forehead as he's leaning back, and his eyes are closed. And he says, I feel the energies flowing from you now, Mehin. Vile, diabolic creature that lives within this poor child. I demand that you exit him at once, and this curse shall be removed. And then he kind of like shoves you in the face with both of his palms, pushing you backwards. Yep, DC 20 fortitude save.
No.
And he goes, ah, ah. As he opens one eye.
Did it work?
Did it work?
Did it work? Am I cleansed?
I fear we may not know until the next full moon. Do you feel any different?
So it didn't work.
No, I'm sure it did. Maybe. But, it's just... The only way to know for sure would be to do it while you were in the malignant form. And if it pulled you out of the form, we would know. But as you're not actually in the form right now, we can only trust that perhaps tonight, when the full moon rises, you shall remain yourself and not turn into the beast.
So you're telling me I have to go in that cage again?
Oh, is that what you did? You put him in a cage last night?
Yes, they put me in a cage last night.
I mean, it's more like a safety box.
As a safeguard, it might not be the worst thing to do.
Right.
So what was the point of all this?
Well, because you're probably cured. And then, when nothing happens tonight, you'll be able to say, "Oh, by the blessings of Mayaheen, I have had this malady removed from me, and I must convert to Mayaheen as quickly as possible and donate a large sum of money to the churchyard." Or something to that effect.
So what, we just wait now?
You can't like pray and make sure that it worked, or just ask like, "Oh God, did it work?" Or
I'm afraid I can't. It's not something I can really do.
who can? Then?
Mayaheen gave me the blessing and the power to do it. I felt the power flowing through me. But as I read, this is a very difficult and tricky disease. The curse within him is that of a malignant animal spirit, and it can be very, very difficult to expel sometimes. Depends on the will and the desire of the individual. Those that are very strong-willed have a good chance of working with this. Think of the spell as kind of, what should we call it? Kind of like a, serum. It kind of gives you the strength to allow your own willpower to expel the beast. If he has strong willpower, it's more likely to have worked. If he has waning willpower, then maybe not quite so likely, but I'm sure he'll be fine. But you may want to lock him up in a cage just to be sure tonight. And if it doesn't work, you can come back tomorrow and we can try again. After that, of course, you'll have to wait a whole month. But let's be positive, shall we?
And I just
Did your
wish you would
best,
have.
right?
Well, it would have been nice to know that we wouldn't actually know if it worked or not.
Right.
That
Would have been nice.
Would have been nice to know that before when you sent us off. It's fine. Annie, do you want to maybe check him?
Let me double check that.
Check me.
What?
See if you
Check.
if you can sense any spice on him anymore,
Any spice?
or if he's, kosher now.
Yeah, I'm gonna detect.
Hang on 1 second.
Detect evil on him to see if I still get that stomach ache.
You do. He still seems to be a little bit iffy.
Well, it's
I just want to
little
double check
spicy.
something.
a little bit spicy.
Still spicy. Okay.
Yes.
Well, maybe the transformation has to like happen before it's like.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it is a willpower save. Okay. So what do you guys want to do? I mean, in theory, you've got all day. He's not going to turn at least until nighttime, right?
It's
So
true.
we just continue looking for the wizard until we
Well,
need to put him to bed.
I mean, we know where the wizard is. He's a couple days boat ride.
Oh,
and
they're
travel.
actually all level 8. I need to fix that.
So
Carry on.
the longer we wait in this town, day by day, trying this, the longer it is to get to the wizard. I honestly don't know what to do.
We have to figure
There
out
is
something.
a wyvern to the east.
What's that going to do?
We
Eat
can
him?
take care of it.
Okay, but that's not going to make him not be a rat.
No, I'm just trying to think of fun things to do.
Annie.
Fun things to do. Let's go randomly fight.
Father, question.
Yes?
Would it be possible for you to join us to the keep?
It would not. But, as I
Why?
said, there are several of our order that are actually already at the keep. So, once you got there, they would be available to assist in my stead.
But why? Why can't you join for the trip?
Well, because my place is here. There's only me and, my associate. We have specifically been commanded and ordered that we are to remain behind to take care of the physical and spiritual well-being of this entire town. I cannot put one individual's needs before the entire town
but
of
see,
Gartingdale.
We are here to save not only this city, but the world.
I see, and that's an admirable thing.
So join us.
I
Just for
cannot.
one.
Again,
just-
my lot is to take care of Gartingdale, not the world.
Okay, but we only would need you until tomorrow morning. Then you can come back on your own. You see, just not the whole way, just for that day.
Well, the problem with that is I would have to get permission from the high priest of the church, who is currently at the high keep. I will not leave my post without being ordered to do so. We are a very honourable organization and religion. I would be breaking my word and my oath and abandoning my duties, and I cannot do that. The best I can offer is if you return tomorrow, I will try it again. I could not do it before tomorrow anyway. So whether I come with you or not, I couldn't do it before in the morning, so if I stay here, I feel it is the best use of my time and my talents.
Is there any way you could get a message to those at the keep to
Yes,
have
I'll
it
write
ready?
one and send it with you.
No, but we'd want it prepared.
Like
before
fly
the-
ahead.
Like a carrier pigeon or something.
Or
We
crow.
have no such things, I'm afraid.
An owl.
No, we don't have such things.
You should really look into that. It would be very convenient for the situation.
It probably would.
See, I worry that if we travel, we are missing one of the 3 days. And then we get there, and they'd have to prepare. Would they be ready for the final day? You know.
So, do you need... it seems like you need to make a decision then. Either you wait one day, and then go, and hope, or if you do that and play safe, or you can go and hope that, nothing happens. I can offer no more to you than that.
Mr. Priest, does this place, this room, like help you with this spell that you did earlier at all, or is it
Well, of
like
course,
just
being in the sanctified church of Mayaheen certainly helps the blessings transcend and flow better, yes.
Right, of course. Okay. Think you could give us the room while we make our decision?
This room?
Would that be okay with you?
Oh, by all means, it's just an antechamber. We can give you a moment's privacy to discuss it. You can let us out now. You hear the key door, and he opens up, and he steps through, and they close the door behind you, and you hear footsteps wander.
Okay. All right, everyone. I want to try something.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Annie, I don't do a lot of the whole talking to God thing. So I might
You're
need...
an angel.
I know. It's really weird.
But we don't have much of a relationship anymore.
They didn't exactly tell me how to get a hold of them. Do you think maybe you could pray, and while you're praying, I'll use your energy to do what I think I might be able to do?
What?
Just trust me. What he did made sense to me. I don't know why, but it did.
Yeah.
So let me do my cool angel stuff and just try something.
So all you want me to do is pray.
Well, I need the whatever holy connection that makes it work better.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. What do I say?
Let me
please
start with this.
Not be a rat. I don't know what else to do.
All I want to say is that
Mm-hmm.
a connection to a god is very personal, and you cannot give faith. One must have faith.
Oh,
Do
boy,
you
here we
see what
go.
I'm saying?
Okay, but Annie,
So
we don't
my
have
power
time for me to
exists
get
between
faith.
me and Myris. I can't just give that to you.
Annie,
It's
I'm borrowing it. You're not giving it. You're just lending
Lending
it.
me
you
your
want to
faith.
borrow
Just a little...
my belief in Myris.
We'll hold hands, and you kind of transfer it over to me, right? Does it work like that? It works like that, right? I mean, come on. Just can we
What
try
I will do is I'll pray to my goddess, excuse me, and I'll ask that maybe you receive a connection with her.
Okay.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, maybe a 3-way call to the god and just try to... Not that, like a phone call.
Yes.
Dial me in and see if maybe I can,
Okay, I'll try it. Okay, I'll
Okay.
try it.
Thank you. We don't have time for this. Okay.
What do you want me to say? What do you want?
I don't know. You're the one who knows what to say all the time.
Okay. All right.
How's your day?
So what am I? Sorry, hold on. What am I doing here? What am I
You
doing
stand there. I
here?
don't know.
Okay.
And Alekma, make sure he doesn't try to eat us or something.
Oh, come on.
I don't know. Okay.
Right. Yes.
Tell me what
Goddess Myris, I'm praying. Hello. Happy. Is it the weekend? Happy full moon, Goddess Myris. I'm praying to introduce you here to my friend Britannica, to my right. She would like to use my powers that you have granted me to try some magic, and please do that for her. Amen.
Is it open? Is the line open?
Yes.
Yes. Myris, mighty Myris. It's good to meet you.
She likes Goddess Myris, not
Goddess-
Mighty Myris.
God, well, you don't know. You never asked. Goddess Myris, thank you so much for taking this time to meet with me. I'm Britannica, and
I said
Annie's...
that. I already introduced your name.
Okay, well, I'm doing it for me too.
Okay.
Okay, so my friend Annie here's said some really great stuff about you. Said you're very powerful, very, very sweet, good God to worship. So I think maybe I'd like to give it a go. So if you could just maybe, maybe like a sample of what you have in store, and I'd be really grateful, and I would definitely worship you for the rest of my immortal days.
You would.
So if you could just maybe
Wow.
give me a little bit of that good God juice, that'd be great. And yeah, and then I'm gonna grab Cyrano's head and just like, and I'm gonna try to cast remove curse on him.
Okay. Because you do have an angelic remove curse.
I do have an angelic remove.
Oh my god.
The good news is, technically, it could work. The bad news is it can't, because you can only have it done once per day.
Oh my god.
So it has to be repeated on another day of the full moon, which is what the priest said. That's why he couldn't do it twice.
I didn't know.
But you can do it tomorrow.
Okay, we'll just take that and we'll just put it. I'll cut it. I'll clip it. We'll put it in. We'll put it in.
Hey,
No,
tomorrow.
we'll make them do it all over again when they try to cast it again. Because it was too good. We'll make them. Yeah, we'll make it repeat it. Maybe they can work on it.
We'll practice.
Okay, so really that brings you down to the question of: do you want to go and catch the boat and travel down the river with the other conscripts to get to Midden Hill Keep, or do you want to stay in Gardingdale yet another day? Because that really is the decision.
So nothing happened when I did that. I just went and nothing, just so I can get out of that.
You felt kind of tingly, like you felt like warm, and you felt energy flowing from your hands. So you're aware that something happened, but it's just it didn't work today. It's just like a lot of things. Once he fails a saving throw, he can't save it again.
Well, it didn't work. So I guess I won't be worshipping my receptacle.
Oh no. I had such high hopes.
So what was that?
I just thought maybe I could do it, but I guess not.
Well, like
So
I
now-
said,
Well, why don't we
it takes a lot of work.
venture to the keep and you try tomorrow morning. Whatever that was you just did. Maybe it'll work.
Do we keep him in the box this entire time while we travel? How are we going to do that?
Well, you can't get the box out of the house. Remember, it was built down.
No, I know that. I'm telling.
Yeah.
I'm saying it more like
I'm reminding you though.
to them. Like, how are we going to get him
Well,
there overnight?
I feel fine right now. Everyone.
Yes, but when the moon comes out,
Maybe.
then what?
Then he'll feel fine.
Yeah, that's what the guy said. Isn't
I
that what
don't
the guy
know.
said?
Honestly, I don't know. I could risk it though.
Let's risk it. Let's tie him up to a tree tonight.
Better than a box. I'll take that.
Then we
I
can
guess.
actually see what he looks like. Nothing.
I can hear that.
Did you?
Yes, I have very good hearing now.
I've always been very bad at whispering.
Yes, you have been.
Britannica, that was a good effort. Well, you said you felt something.
A tingle, I guess.
I remember when I felt tingles. It's much
Well,
more powerful now.
Well, great.
If we could try it again with you, I'd rather we not waste another day milling about here.
I agree. I just want to know what we're going to do with him if we don't get somewhere by nightfall that we can put him.
A
Trust
tree.
me.
Trust you
Well, no. A tree. I'll trust a tree.
with tie him to a tree.
I mean, if he's away from civilization, we'd only have to worry about ourselves, so that's better than other people, right?
I suppose. Okay, so we head to the keep?
Yes, we go to the boats and then get a ride.
Yes. Let's go.
That's what we're
Do
going to
that.
do.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys want to head to the docks. Sounds good to me. Okay. Alrighty.
Jesus Christ.
This should be,
Oh, that was kind of ridiculous.
he doesn't have much of a shot to succeed, I'm afraid.
Not on willpower
I gotta get
saves.
you some bonuses. I can help with that. I can help with that.
So could I, actually.
We can help with
We could put all our effort in the next day.
I gotta figure out which one. Let's see. You said fortitude, which is constitution.
It's a willpower save,
No, it's willpower.
Oh, sorry. Willpower, wisdom. Okay,
which is wisdom,
got it.
which is not really an important stat for a rogue, unfortunately. So
We can help with that. I'll just change some things around.
Yeah, I'll just enter another number.
There we go.
Okay, righty ho then.
Okay.
All right. Yep, you head down to the docks. Luna Varus had kind of told you, it was like mid-morning when each day a ship sailed up the river. As you kind of get there, you can see a large riverboat. There are already 3 other people aboard the riverboat, plus who looks like the pilot. You can also see that there's some dock hands that are kind of loading crates and barrels and various different supplies onto the vessel as well.
Cool. Say hello to the captain, I guess.
Can't hear you, you're too far away.
Oh, we're still not over there. Okay. I walk and then try to find the captain then.
Okay.
After I walk over.
All right, yeah, you can see a gentleman standing kind of on the back, holding a large, kind of like holding what looks like a large rudder, and securing it up, making sure that it's working properly. As he sees you stroll up, he glances over and says, "Ah, more conscripts!"
Ahoy, Captain!
Ahoy indeed.
Yes, ahoy.
Captain Jory Foley is my name. Are you looking to ride up to Middenhill Keep?
Indeed, Captain.
Good, good. Oh, and I see you all have your own equipment. Well, that's good for you. You'll be eligible for a larger sign-on bonus. Oh, yes.
What do you mean sign-on bonus?
Well, if you're once you become a conscript, they pay so much gold per week, as well as an initial sign-on bonus. But if you require weapons and armor, that sign-on bonus is smaller than it would be if you have your own equipment. For they don't have to furnish you with anything, therefore they pay you extra.
Oh, right. Well, we also have a lot of experience. You see, we crossed the Great Sea.
Well, that's great. But
okay.
Save that for Captain Van Zant. I'm just the skipper of this vessel.
Oh.
I'm
Well, Skipper and I'm sure you're very important.
yes, I just ferry people and supplies up to the docks near Middenhill Keep and back again.
Okay.
But we need to hurry up and get underway. So if you'll make your way and sit down on the ship here, we'll get you to your destination.
Okay. I will don my favorite seafaring hat.
I will
Get out
climb
from under my
aboard.
crates. Just notice that the crates need to be layered to the map token. There you go. Oh well.
Come on, throw him overboard so we
Yeah,
can.
off he goes.
Apparently they got stowed below. Okay, everybody on board?
Yeah.
He says, does anybody get travel sick?
No, we're good.
So, like I said, we've crossed the Great Sea all the way from
From
shit.
shit.
Arcon-
I see. Okay.
Arconus.
The fabled continent of shit. I've heard a lot about it. Apparently it's not a very pleasant place. All right, okay. And with that, they lift anchor, pull out the sails, the wind hits, and he basically begins steering you off up the river. For some reason, he's taking all the cargo with him. Okay, I screwed that map up. Never mind.
Fair enough.
But alrighty. Yep, well, you travel several hours following the river. All the way so basically you can see over to the right, as you saw before, it's lots of kind of low rocky crag areas and then the mountains that sit further back, looking a little more ominous. Hopefully I didn't put the next man. Righty. Oh, there we go. That works better. All right. Yep, as you continue on, it is about early to mid-afternoon. You still have several hours before it gets dark, but you are certainly not there yet. That's for sure.
Skipper, Foley, right. Are we going to stop during the night?
Oh, no. We'll make it to the docks by probably late afternoon, early evening.
Well, I had maybe an idea that we'll stop for the night.
Oh, we can't do that, I'm afraid. They're waiting for us.
Oh. I'm going to turn to my party.
Yes,
They're not stopping for the night.
No, Corporal Rushing will be there with the wagon and bull, ready to take you on to Midden Hill Keep. That journey, however, takes more than 1 day, so he will be stopping.
Is there a private room maybe us ladies can stay in for the night?
We have no rooms here.
No rooms!
Yeah, like this is basically just like a large riverboat. It doesn't have a downstairs. That's why all the cargo's lashed to the upper deck.
Maybe that's a good thing, because then he can't, like, go, around. He'll be stuck on the boat.
Yes, with all of them on it.
Okay, well, they can jump off and swim away.
We're going to have to tell them.
Do we?
We're going to have to tie this one to the mast and tell them. You don't want to surprise them with it, do you?
Well, let's get down the river a little bit, then we'll tell them.
Okay.
All right.
Right? We just say he sleepwalks or something.
Uh-huh.
No?
Everybody, if you will, everybody give me a perception check. Because why not?
I'm going to roll 20 on this instead of the stupid willpower save.
Absolutely.
What was it, Gore? I'm sorry.
Perception.
Spot?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure it was the right one. Oh, God bless it.
He rolled an 18. He would have actually passed. All right, Annie, Cyrano, and Alekma. Okay.
Oh, why did it say... I thought I rolled an 18. That was Alekma? I thought it was mine. Oh, well, anyways. That was weird, right?
It says you rolled an 11 plus 11.
Yeah, that was weird. Okay.
It said Alekma.
I would have failed. Okay, good. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
That was weird.
Oh, that was Jane's dice. I don't know. Maybe it was the dice color.
Yeah, it must have been.
Okay,
good. I don't feel as bad now.
There you go. Yeah, you'd have failed anyway.
I would have failed anyways.
Okay. So you guys definitively notice something very subtle over here by this crop of trees. So Alekma and Cyrano, you noticed something definitely move in amongst those trees. You didn't really get to see much of what it was. Alekma and Cyrano, both of you noticed that it is definitely something humanoid, though. It wasn't like, we're not talking about a squirrel or a rabbit or even a small dog.
I don't see any trees. Are we on the right map?
Yeah, I don't think we've moved yet.
Because,
okay.
knowing me. There you go.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah,
They
over
were
here.
to the...
Yeah, I'm going to, not wanting to be delayed, I'm actually going to cast a spell that I swore I'd never cast again because I misread it the last time.
Okay.
Oh!
When we were with the orcs, I cast Gust of Wind.
Wind wall. Oh,
No, not Wind Wall. I don't have access to Wind Wall.
okay.
But seeing a potential, whatever it is, I'm going to cast Gust of Wind on our mast to blow the ship faster.
So you want to like get up and go behind the sail and then
go
cast
behind
it
the sail.
into the sail to kind of propel it up? Okay, go ahead and pop the spell.
If I can click my character, I don't know where he is. I can't see. I'm sorry.
He's there.
I accidentally zoomed like all the way. Oh, I see where he is. Okay.
Alrighty.
So I'm casting it if I can at the sail, right? I mean, it's a
Yeah. The spell creates a severe blast of air up to, so that's a 50 mile an hour blast.
I'm an airbender,
The
man.
duration, I mean, that's only going to be for 6 seconds, though.
Yes, I know, but I'm doing 6 seconds fast.
A 6-second
fast.
burst. Okay. But yeah, no, it absolutely will work. All of a sudden, the whole sails go and fluff up significantly. And the boat suddenly begins to move quite a bit quicker. That's the good news.
Oh God.
However, as the boat... Sorry, was you going to say something, Cerny?
Yeah, I would have. While he was doing that, I would have yelled to everybody and said,
Movement off the starboard bow, Captain!
Okay, all right. Everybody kind of looks in that direction for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I do this right. Okay, suddenly, directly in front of the boat that you are now barreling kind of more quickly towards.
Sorry, guys.
Oh no, what have you done?
"You
Oh,
pushed us
my
faster
God.
into the trap."
Suddenly, you
Oh, wait a
see
minute.
on the right-hand side,
I can't.
we'll break right through it, gang.
Just carry it
But
over. We've
leaping
done
up-
this before, guys.
leaping up kind of behind a couple of large piles of rock, and then also kind of from behind this tree, you're more aware of these individuals now, are orcs, and they start yanking rope. As they do so, you notice that out of the water, a big, huge net lifts up. Immediately, they start wrapping the rope around the trees to secure it. On the other side, they're wrapping it around the huge boulders to kind of hold it in place. But you guys are bulldozing straight towards this thing. As that happens from behind other trees, you're aware of more orcs beginning to kind of blood out from the sides, getting ready to lay some form of ambush upon you.
Corey, is this like, you say rope, but the little icon is a net? Is it?
No,
Just a
it's
rope
they're
is a
pulling
net?
rope that is pulling this huge net out
Net,
of
okay.
the water.
Okay.
Now, how fast is the boat going with the gusts of wind?
Well, we're
'Cause couldn't
about
we
to
just
deal with that.
push right through it, like break the tree off, slip it from their grip.
I mean, a 50 mile an hour gust of wind is enough to propel this boat probably a knot or two faster than it was going, but it's only going to do so for 6 seconds. So, I mean, we're not talking about giving this boat suddenly a turbocharge. But
Speed river boat.
yeah. But you guys are definitely going to into the boat or into the netting. Okay. We are going to make a dice roll. And I don't think there's a lot of chance that this is going to break this net because of the size of it and the way that they've got it secured. But I would say there's a 25% chance that it might. So if this dice roll is under 25%, the boat will actually start to break through the net rather than be ground to a halt. All right, let's do it. 22! All right, okay.
Oh, go,
So
go!
basically, the boat comes. I mean, the boat.
I start blowing on the sail too.
Right. So your
I
boat.
take my axe and I paddle.
You're what? Stop.
Oh
You're all drowning.
Die.
no!
Ah!
The boat goes without us.
Get on the piece of
There we
debris,
go. Okay.
Rose.
So
There's room enough
basically,
for
the
both of
boat
us.
slows right down. But you kind of see the tree bend, and you suddenly see the rope on the right-hand side where the rocks are start to kind of like pull and pop off and slip off. Okay,
We go, na-na-na-boo-boo.
two of the orcs on the left-hand side have bows. 2 of the orcs on the right-hand side have
Yikes.
long javelins. And they are going to shoot at you guys. So, you probably need to roll an initiative either way.
Yeah.
But instead of being stuck here without the ability to proceed, you guys might be able to continue to push on through and try to outrun them, maybe. So let's get some initiatives in.
Oh,
wow,
Brit.
Nice.
Boo. Come on. I'm not having a good time.
Hoping for a low roll here. That's what I want.
Andy with a 17.
Okay, because that means
Oh, can
no.
we
That's
trade?
okay. That's okay.
No, can we trade? You can take mine.
Oh, yikes! Yeah,
Please.
I want to have a low roll here because I want to keep the high rolls for when I need them. I've had like three. I've like 3, 10, and 11.
He's going to do well on initiative no matter what. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. All right, let's roll for some orcs. They have no initiative bonuses, so we are doing a straight D20 roll for the orcs. Alrighty. The orcs are going right there. And I'm missing an orc. Where's the other orc? There he is. You know what? Let me move him forward a bit more. Because I'd rather have him on the map. There we go. Okay. Alright, so Cyrano, basically you get to act first in this little mess. What do you want to do?
Okay, but I can feel the boat is still like breaking forward.
I mean, like, the boat is coming almost to a complete stop. But you see the net kind of like strain and the rope on the right-hand side starts to pull off. So the boat is going to keep moving. It's just it comes to a virtual stop, but instead of being held in place, the boat is actually going to be able to continue to push on forward. But it's still it's still almost at a standstill right now.
Okay.
You know, the rope basically took all of the proverbial wind out of the sails,
Sure.
but didn't stop it completely.
Okay, well then, there's nothing I can do, so I'm just gonna essentially hit the deck.
I hit the wrong way around. Okay, so you're going to lay down
Yeah.
so that you're kind of below the visibility to be shot
Yes.
at. Sounds
Yes.
good to me. Okay, Annie
There's
St. Clair,
nothing
what
else
do
I
you
can
want to do?
Well, I'm right at the front there,
Uh-huh.
and I feel like I'm kind of close. Could I like lean out a bit with Serenity's Fury and kind of hack at the rope to try to help it break through?
You certainly can start trying to cut through the rope if you wish, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try that out.
Alekma, what do you want to do?
Seeing Annie already doing that, I'm just going to take my Obsidian's Flight and throw it at one of the orcs that has a ranged weapon, basically.
Okay, you want to throw it to one of these two over here with bows?
Sure. Yeah, the bows are...
Or would you rather hurl it at one of these big bastards with a big spear?
No, the bows. Let's get rid of the bow people.
Okay, alright.
Hate them.
Hurl that mighty javelin.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh, I rolled.
All right. Obsidian's Flight zooms through the air and, with tremendous force, slams into the chest of which orc? Which one did you shoot at?
Orc number 3. One of the bows. Choose.
Okay, that one. Fine.
Whatever.
Okay,
Yeah,
he is knocked back. Actually, you know what? That looks silly because of the scale. So instead of doing that, I will tint him
Tint him dead.
dark black. You know what? Tinting an orc black doesn't seem to do much, does it? We'll tint him red for dead. Okay. All right. Yep. It hits him square in the chest before he even gets a chance to loose a blow. Knocks him flying off his back, and he is dead. Their turn.
Wow.
Okay. The first orc. So all of the orcs that have weapons are rushing to the water's edge. This one orc here is scrabbling to try to grab the rope to attempt to re-lash it to secure it. He will rush forward as well. He will rush forward as... No, you won't. You're dead. Shut up. He'll rush forward. Okay. This guy is going to shoot with his bow. He's probably going to aim at anybody on the back. Alekma, you hurled that big mighty spear, so he's probably going to shoot at you. Because you're probably the most threatening. Alright. He lets loose with his arrow. Okay. It thuds into the left-hand side of the boat. He shot too low. All right, this one here with the javelin, seeing Annie Sinclair hacking at it, he is going to hurl his javelin at you. Let's loose. Ooh.
Oh.
Ouch, maybe.
Ouchies.
Possible crit confirmation? No. Okay. So it's just... You're just hit by it. All right. All right, 6 points of damage. The javelin kind of ricochets off of your shield. You manage to block most of it, but the tip of it kind of just nicks your shoulder as it zooms by.
Get out of here!
Come on now.
Get.
This last one here is going to randomly hurl his spear into the pack at the back of the boat. No! The javelin goes flying straight between two of the guys as they kind of like flinch, and it goes and splashes into the water on the other side. Okay, these orcs that were basically rushing forward, they are wading through the water to try to get to you guys as well. But they won't get to you this turn. Okay, this one here is the one that is trying to grab the rope and secure it. So while Annie is hacking at the net, he's pulling the rope and trying to lash it back around. Okay, Crispy, your turn.
Okay. On this left side of the rope, is there anything securing it, or is
it is still wrapped around this tree?
It's wrapped around. Okay, gotcha. I just want to make sure I get the visual good. Okay.
Yeah, it was only the right-hand side that broke through.
I am going to wing up.
Okay.
If you please.
I don't think I actually... Yes. I think I forgot to grab wings. I forgot to grab a winged Jew. Let me, on that map, let me grab a winged Jew.
Bring me my wings, sir.
Go ahead and shrink that version down.
Don't make me bigger.
All right.
The poor captain and skipper.
Everyone's about to rip their pants.
Get a load of this.
You're bigger than that. So there you are. All right, let me get the other Crispy off my map. Get off there, other Crispy. Okay. There you go.
Okay. And I am going to fly up and over and try to swing around to this other side of the... How do I do that again?
Click on your token and move it.
No, I know that. I was trying to just tell you where I was going to go.
Point with your map and hold the left mouse button down. It'll ping.
That's the one. This. I'm going to try to go basically over to this side of the tree and hack at the rope that's attached there.
All right.
I'm going to do that.
Do you have token control? All right.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so you're basically flying. So, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah,
all right.
right
Yep, you wing up, leap off the boat, your wings sprout out. Everybody on the back of the boat goes, holy hell! And, panic because that's something that they weren't expecting. As do the orcs on the left-hand side that were, wading through with their weapons up high. They kind of stop and lean back to watch this ginormous thing fly through the air. Okay, you come zooming down on the other side.
I'm gonna give it an old
Just
chop.
whack it.
That's on top.
You can't really miss the rope. Just roll the damage.
Okay. What would that be?
Whatever your axe's normal damage would
Rope
be. Whatever a regular
D6.
blow would be.
Oh, I don't know, because it's all the macro stuff.
There's a button that you can just roll damage on. It's under
Oh, is there?
weapons. It's the rightmost button.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you.
I think I saw this on an episode of Vikings once. Holy crap.
Whoa.
I mean, you
Wow.
basically just like... And with one quick swing of the axe, the rope just gets... Like, where the two strands come closest, your axe is wide enough, you like... And it cuts clean through both strands, and the net just goes...
So I'm sitting there sawing on the other side.
Take that rope.
Roll for Ulfric's Fury, please.
Yeah, do I get cleaved
Okay.
because I killed the rope?
Yeah, you can cleave the other part of the rope. Okay, alright, top of the next round, Cyrano.
I can hear these guys probably coming towards the boat.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm just gonna kind of roll over to the side and kind of get on my kind of in a little crouch position.
Okay.
And go Jack in the Box, and then wait for him to get close enough to where I can spring out and stab him.
Okay, so you're going to hold your action?
Holding action, yes.
Makes sense. Annie St. Clair, what are you doing?
Since Britannica did that, is there
I
still
mean, the
rope
net
to
is
cut
now
on my
kind of
side?
like... The net is pretty much like underneath the boat now. So the boat is on top of it and is starting to move forward. Like, there
Okay.
seems to be no reason for you to have to hack at the net itself anymore.
Cool, that's fine. Is there an oar near me or anything to help push the boat to get it moving again?
It does have two long poles stashed, one on each side, yes.
Okay,
So you want to grab one of the... Grab a 10-foot pole
grab a pole and start
and
rowing.
start using it to kind of like push
Yeah.
to help get some momentum going.
So
Okay,
somebody get the left side. As I
that sounds
start doing
good.
the right
Alekma.
side.
I'm gonna snap my Thanos snap my spear back.
Okay, yep. Obsidian's
And-
flight reappears in your hand.
I'm gonna aim it at the other orc that was trying to secure the other side, just to get the whole net slacked.
Okay, this orc. Yep. Sure.
I was gonna say slacked off, but then I realized that sounded weird. But
Every adventure needs a 10-foot pole, that's right. Had to find a reason for it. Okay. Alright, yep. You thud. That basically slams into that orc. Roll the damage. Oh, you already did it. 16. Yeah, he is knocked flying and also will be killed outright. As he collapses to the ground, the rope slips from his dead hands as the boat continues to push forward. I'm going to move these orcs back a second, but remembering where they were, just so that I can grab, because of the way this thing works, just so I can grab the whole center. Alright. And then we'll put these guys back. Alright, the orcs. This one is going to use part of his move to regain his position. And let's see, seeing all of this, he isn't really aware. I mean, he certainly saw the flying Britannica, but with a tree in the way, he can't really see her. So he is actually going to shoot at the guy steering the boat in an attempt to take out the pilot of the vessel. Okay, he pulls back, and as he lets go of the arrow, it kind of goes boom, and falls to the floor. As he does that in a fluster, he drops his quiver of arrows, so he actually has to scrabble that back up. So that's going to push him down on the initiative of the next round. Okay, our javelin throwers. Once again, the topmost one is going to hurl a javelin at Annie St. Clair. They only have 3 javelins apiece, so this is his second one. All right, he hurls that. However, it kind of like just ricochets and bounces off the hull of the ship. This third one, he will hurl it at Alekma, being that you're a big grey target. Also misses. Right, this orc is going to grab hold of the side here and try to pull himself up, as is this orc, as is this orc, as is this orc. This orc is going to run alongside the boat as best he can, screaming out orders. And he's like, anyone speak Orcish?
Wasn't Cyrano?
I think I do.
I don't.
Let me double check. Where is that? Shoot. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Orc, I do.
Then the orc, basically, the orc from the bank that's kind of running along yelling, in Orcish he basically says, if you can't kill them, throw the cargo overboard. Alright, so with that being said, let's see here. So we got a couple of people that are on the boat that are potentially conscripts. I'm going to go and roll for 2 of them. Okay, one of them slashes at the orc on the left-hand side. Ooh.
Ooh! He's already doing more than Cyrano.
You're mean.
Ain't hard.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
All
Eden,
right.
can you be in our group?
Can he join us?
Nice, okay.
Ooh.
This orc
Yeah.
that was climbing up, as he climbs up, this guy grabs his, basically yanks up his short sword and skewers this orc right in the throat. The orc falls back
God.
into the water, gurgling, and is going to start floating in the river. All right. See, there would be conscripts. You need to remember that guy and tell him, yeah, he'll be good. The other one on the other side, he slashes at his orc, but misses. And let's see. Unless it was not actually acted yet. So Cyrano, if you wanted to, you could move, like jump up and run over and hack at one of these 2 orcs that are trying to get on board closer to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after the one here closest to me.
Okay, all right, move up and have a hack at him then.
All right. What I would try to do is, I don't know if I'm able to do this, but I would try to sneak up to him. So that I could
you
stab
could do
him.
that because the boat's not that big. So you, even though your movement would be restricted, you'd still be able to move to him.
Okay. And then, what would I roll here for an attack? Because I held movement and move. I don't know.
It's going to be a It's going to be a regular single attack.
Just a single. Okay.
Yeah.
Is he on the boat or is he still climbing?
He's
up?
like pulling himself onto the boat. So he's like got his arms on the side,
Okay.
and his waist is above the rail.
Okay. Does that give me any advantages of any sort?
Where he won't get to count any dexterity bonus to his AC.
Okay, cool.
So basically
And
his
here,
AC
just
is lower.
Straight roll.
Oh yeah, that's going to hit him.
Okay.
All right. Yep. As he pulls himself up, yeah, you're going to kill this orc. How do you want to kill him?
I'm gonna slide up and go Jack in the box, and then pop up and just kind of like put my sword right up through his neck as he's like, and then falls off the side of the boat.
Okay. Yep. He plunges off and he's going to die.
You were saying?
All right.
By the way,
I didn't say anything. No one said anything.
they're
You're hearing
going
things.
for the cargo.
I'm gonna yell out to everybody.
Wait till they see the next 2 nets barrages and 8 orcs on the next map, right? It's nothing
That's
but
about
a
right.
load of these all the way down the river. Okay, Chrissy, what does Britannica want to do?
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead.
I'll say, yeah, you've clearly cut the rope free. The orc beneath you is certainly dead.
Yes. He does make me a little nervous standing behind me like that, though. I'm going to swing around to this side, and I'm going to hack at Mr. Bowman if I can surprise him.
Okay, so you're going to kind of fly up and over the tree and then come swooping down?
Yes.
Yeah, he's not
Just
even going to
blot
see
out
you
the
coming.
Yes.
I mean, because specifically, as you zoom over, remember, he is picking up his quiver because he fumbled. So he's like bent over and you're like
my
zooming
God.
down. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
So that won't be a full attack, right? Because I moved.
Lilith Omen, what's up, dude?
Yeah, it's just
Just a 1. Okay.
That's all you'll need. You don't need to.
This poor orc.
Got no chance unless she misses.
I crush him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Describe whatever disgusting way this orc dies, but he is dying.
I'm just going to go straight down the middle, just right down.
Okay, yeah, you literally then will cleave.
Peel him like a banana.
As he's bent over, your axe will kind of hit him in the base of the skull and kind of like carve him all the way down the spinal column to where you've got filet o orc. Delicious.
I'm too far away for a cleave, huh?
Cyril's looking at that going,
There's no one even by you.
I asked the question. You said ask the question.
all right.
Is he too
So
far
Cyrano,
away?
that was what you did last time was your held action from last round. You have the initiative
Yeah.
on this one. So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna turn over to this guy, take a small step forward.
You could. That's small enough for you to be able to make a full attack on him.
Yep, full attack. So okay, so how does my full attack? Because I have 2 attacks now.
So because you're using the offhand, so basically you'll do a primary attack with the offhand, but you have a second primary attack.
Right.
But but it should, if the macro's done right, it'll be like whatever your plus is on the primary, it'll be 6 less than that for your second attack, because your attack's like it's like a plus 6 plus 1. Is the macro?
Yeah, you press full attack on your main weapon, and then press the button right to the left of it for your second primary attack. So you'll do a full attack and then a regular. It should work. Yeah.
Okay. So full attack. And regular attack.
Yeah, there you go.
So let's see. Hang on.
Because the damage values are the same, just with the minus.
But it didn't do the minus, did it? On the, or did it?
I'll have to. I mean, it says -3, but not minus.
Because that basically calculated 3 attacks with Shadowy Slice. It should have. He had the other one.
It is the other off. Right. Okay.
I guess just give it all to him. Since
It doesn't matter. He's killed it anyway.
But I know
and
now.
then some.
Hey!
I'll
was worth a
look
try.
at it after the show. We'll get it.
Yeah, we'll fit. Okay. But yeah, it is. He is more than killed.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna like slice, just like 3 little quick slices to him.
Yep. Butchered. Okay.
I'm gonna look at everyone again.
Annie St. Clair.
He said that
So
out of character.
I think the boat's getting some traction here, so I'm
Still heard
gonna
it.
keep up with the rowing to
Yep.
try to...
Okay. You're gonna keep punting.
That's right,
Fair
he's
enough.
rowing.
Alekma. There is one large orc pulling himself up to the
doing
back
God's work.
of the
Yeah.
ship.
All right. I'm gonna snap back Obsidian's flight and just go for a stabbing motion. Just stab.
Okay. Yep. I mean, it's long enough that you can reach over top of the other 2 that are like. I mean, they're both there with their swords as well. You're just gonna kind of lean over and like with your excessive height. Possible crit.
Woohoo!
That's a
look at
20.
that. It is
That's a 20.
Natural 20!
Nice. And it's a crit too.
It's a large.
You crit your
pants.
Oh my good lord.
Proud of you.
Wow.
I'm happy for that.
That damage.
Okay, so
That's a lot of damage.
18. How is it 42?
Because it's a large spear, so it's triple crit if you do it.
Oh, that's
Triple
right.
crit.
It does.
It's a 2d6 weapon, so
So it does.
See damage?
It does an extra. It does a
ridiculous.
bonus 4d6 on a crat. Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Gore, can I switch my weapon? Is it too late?
Use
There's
2
so
large
much
spears.
damage.
I want to.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's 4d6 plus 4.
Holy
I never
shit.
crit with
No, that still can't be right though. Can't be.
Yeah, what'd you do wrong,
Because
Shaggy?
4d6 rolls
your math
cannot
is wrong
possibly get to 42, right? It's timesing that by 3.
Well, with the strength bonus.
Yeah, which is 4, but you don't get the strength bonus times by 3.
All right, I don't know. I mean,
No, I'm just letting you know. I mean, he's done. It doesn't matter.
he's dead.
But you need to check that
Well,
macro
fix
as
your
well, because
shit.
that's
Jesus Christ,
calculating
man!
too
These
high.
macros are driving me crazy.
Yeah, so check that macro, because that
Yeah,
is
okay.
way too
Macro
high.
mess.
It should have just rolled an additional 4d6.
Right.
But it
Yes.
did 46 plus 4 times 3.
Yeah.
We try to
You're a
cheat check
mess,
it. We gotta make it so
These
that
macros
you
are
know.
confusing. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it actually
You
did
really
10
screwed
points of
this
crit
one up,
damage.
Shaggy.
You
So that
gotta
would have been
hide your
28.
cheating.
Again, regardless, he is
He's
butchered.
dead.
But for future reference, needs fixing.
Yeah.
Okay, with that, the last 2 that have javelins are not going to throw them. They've seen the butchery, honestly, at this point. They are just going to pick up the javelins and kind of like heartlessly like just start taking a few steps back. The other orc in Orcish is screaming, "What are you doing, cowards?" And they just look at him and grunt. And with that being said, your boat is able to continue on. Orcs now litter the banks and is dead. Is Britannica, are you flying and landing back on the ship, or are you wanting to stay airborne?
I'm gonna stay airborne. I'm just gonna kind of watch them to make sure they don't
Okay.
pull any funny business while we float away.
Alrighty. Okay. Everybody breathes a sigh of relief. The boat captain, Jory Foley, says, "That's the first time that we've been attacked on the river. I mean, they were prepared. They obviously been watching us. But to be as brazen as to attack this vessel? Things are getting dire indeed. That means that that entire orc band managed to slip past Middenhill Keep. I mean, imagine if fishermen were traveling up and down here and not, foolishly enough for them, not a simple cargo vessel, but a vessel full of very capable conscripts. Ha ha ha. Serves those orcs right. But still, in other circumstances, it could have just been a simple fishing boat. And then the poor fishermen would have been murdered and killed by these vile creatures. Oh yes, this is why it's so important that Middenhill gets a healthy influx of conscripts. And all of you are to be admired for your courage to go up there and fight the good fight, as it were. And with that, we'll carry on pushing you up the river a little further.
Ooh. Do you have something particularly valuable that the orcs could have known about? Captain?
Valuable? No, mostly just food and general supplies for those at the fort. Some barrels of
H.
fine ale and fresh fruit, vegetables, salted meats, those sort of things. But nothing of any value. But, okay, it's starting to get fairly late. Late afternoon. It's not yet evening, but you are watching the sun get very, very low. As eventually your vessel approaches what appears to be a very small dock up ahead. Standing at the dock, you can see 3 armed and armored individuals wearing kind of blue teal tunics. 2 of them are carrying like long pikes and have helmets on. The other has a long sword at his side and is not wearing a helm. He kind of like holds his hand up and waves. Captain Jory. Sorry for the delay, Corporal Rushing. We had some orcs to deal with, so we did. Oh, really? Orcs? On the river? Aye. That, you got a good band of conscripts this time, so you have. Several of them have brought their own armor and weapons, too. Oh, splendid, splendid, says Corporal Rushing. He says, well, if you wouldn't mind, let's unload and load up the cart. Or the wagon. get all these supplies off. There we go. And as the people start to slowly climb off the boat.
Why don't we just take a break for the night here, Captain? It's a good place as any, right?
Oh, no, it's far too open here. And you heard, orcs are on the rivers. No, we'll make our way inland a little bit. There's a place that we typically stop for the night. It's a little bit more sheltered, and we already have the basis for a camp set up there. But let's not tarry. Come on, help us get all these goods off.
Are we going to get there, really soon?
Well, we'll get there a lot sooner if you help me get these goods off.
All right. I'll help with that.
Fine. Grab a box and just
Same.
start lifting.
Is there a small one?
He says, right, load these into
No
the back
small
here.
ones.
There we go. As he opens up the back. You notice that the wagon, it's actually like a solid wooden wagon. The wheels have actually got like shields, large metal shields kind of stuck to the side so that the spokes aren't exposed. And it is not being pulled by a horse of any kind. It is being pulled by a huge bull. So, okay, get those on. Right, well, there's probably room for 3 of you in the back. The rest of you are going to have to ride on top, I'm afraid.
Wait, what?
Well, there's not enough room with the cargo and everybody to... Quite honestly, we don't usually get 7 conscripts at a time. Usually it's only 3 or 4. That's a good haul this time, though. But if you don't mind, go ahead and position yourselves. He kind of climbs up here at the center. One of these will get here on the back corner. And then one of these will get here on the right corner on this side with him. Right, the other 3, less well-equipped. Seeing as you guys weren't that fast, they dive into the back and take up the rear of this vessel.
Rude. Not very gentlemanly.
No, not at all. Okay, so that means you guys have all got to sit on the top, so position yourselves where you wish.
All right.
All right. As we're doing this, I'm just like, how long is this going to take exactly?
Oh, usually we go on
Quite
until
a
we can't
rush.
see anymore. But don't worry, there's a good clear full moon tonight and the skies are clear, so shouldn't be a problem.
God.
Oh, great.
Alrighty. Right, before he leaves, he hands Captain Foley from the boat a small purse and says, right you are then! Onward we go! To Midden Hill Keep! And Cyrano is left behind on the boat.
Oh, it was on there. Oh, I was moving. I had mine up there. There we go.
There you are.
Hang on to the
It's all good.
You ride on the ox.
Yeah, I probably could.
Get your boat out of the way.
Small enough.
You'll probably eat it.
Yeah.
Delicious. The boat back. Alrighty. Okay. And the fairly slow but sturdy moving wagon begins to plod across the rough and rugged terrain. It is a very uncomfortable ride up top. It is like... because the ground that you're going over is rough and rugged, and there are no suspensions on these sort of things. They are just heavy, thick axles and wooden wheels. All right. You continue on as you begin to see the sun pretty much is disappearing, and the effigy of the moon is starting to make itself better known. Go ahead and move you to here. La, la.
Oh God.
All right.
A tree. Perfect.
Gonna position you.
I was just gonna make Alekma turn into one. We couldn't find one.
If you guys will put
I would have
yourselves
taken it.
back where you were on the cart in positions, you're kind of just ahead of the cart there.
Oh.
So put yourselves back where you want to be. I wasn't sure at that point where you were going to position yourself, so I just kind of left you off. You put yourselves there.
Where?
Okay.
You're blended into the rock.
Oh, I see. I see.
You're very camo.
You're very
Yeah.
camouflaged. Little sneaky rogue.
Why can I?
Lilith Omen. It depends who Lilith Omen is. Who is Lilith Omen? Tell me who Lilith Omen is, because I know the name, but I know you outside of. Oh, what's up? Okay, no. Is it what? Thomas? Is that Thomas? Sorry, one sec. Blast from the past.
Thomas? Is it Thomas?
Thomas? Thomas?
Thomas? Thomas, is it you,
Oh, it's
Thomas?
James. Okay, James, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. I talked to you down on LinkedIn a good bit, but I haven't done for a little while. So, alrighty. Yep, you guys can continue. So, it is becoming... The moon is now becoming prominent. Cyrano, you are
Okay.
itching.
Yeah.
And you are starting to feel very antsy and very agitated.
Guys,
Yes.
What?
I don't think it worked.
It's time to tell them.
What?
Hey, we need somewhere to put you.
Yes. Do I see that tree in the distance?
That dead tree, absolutely.
Captain,
I'm just a corporal, but yes.
Corporal.
Corporal Captain.
So it's a crazy thing. It's hard to understand, but we really need to stop over at that tree over there for the night.
Oh, well, that's convenient, because that's just past there in the crags is where we typically do stop.
Okay, can we go very quickly?
As quickly as this thing will move. If we
What
go
if I
too
add
fast,
a horse
the
to it?
wheels will fall apart.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh, yes,
I'm
on
going
this
to,
terrain, it's very slow going, I'm afraid.
I'm going to get a horse out, and I'm gonna go with my friend Cyrano here because he's feeling rather ill, and I'm going to take him to camp, and I'll probably meet you guys there.
Yes, I'm getting cart sick. You
Well,
see.
it's right there. We'll be there in just a moment.
Oh no! I'm gonna come on, and I'm gonna summon Stilo.
Okay.
Like, this is rather urgent. I'm sure Locuma and Britannica will explain.
Oh God.
Once I leave.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have Steel.
So out of nowhere, a freaking horse materializes.
Don't be alarmed.
and he
He's
goes,
just my steed.
Oh, that was rather surprising. But it's not
Right?
something I haven't seen before, so, you must be some form of paladin, then.
I
Not one of
am.
the Valiants, that's for sure.
Can't talk though, and I'm gonna like try to jump onto it from where I am.
Yep, I'm gonna join you.
Okay, alright, so you two, oh yeah, let me put you guys to the front, hold on.
Okay.
To the front. Go ahead and pull get Cyrano off of here. The front. Okay. Ta-da! Okay. So you're gonna gallop ahead to where?
The dead tree.
Okay. You get there seconds before they do.
Wow, they really meant they were almost.
See it? It's right
right there.
Oh, I thought they were
I'm just
talking
gonna
about
walk over like.
Okay,
this tree.
so as he does that, Corporal Rushing kind of looks back to Alekma and Britannica, and he goes, "Well, she's an odd bird, isn't she?
Yes.
Rather strange.
I think
my
he
God.
gets cart sick.
Is she
Cart sick, I said.
competitive at all?
Yes.
Did she feel like it was some kind of race?"
And I'm
Yeah,
tying
she's very-
Cyrano up to the tree. Probably
He's
you
very
can see that.
competitive.
I'm sure her heart is racing, yes.
Okay. So you're gonna tie Cyrano to the tree.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he pulls the wagon in to the side here. You can see, like, kind of down here in these rocks, you can see where there's blackened areas of ground where obviously campfires have been lit before. Right you are then, everybody. Out we get. And people start climbing out of the wagon.
It was so stupid.
I can't help how stupid you
I
are.
love it.
Okay, the two guards kind of position themselves up on the tops of the hills, and kind of to get a good lookout point. They go ahead and take out food and stuff and feed it to the bull. Anybody that wants to sleep in the back, you're more than welcome to. In which case, these three will immediately do that. Climb back up in there. And just prop themselves up against the side, trying to get comfortable. Meanwhile, where's Stilo going?
Well, I have a question. How far on this map is this other tree?
What other tree?
This one here.
Oh, the one up north.
Well, first of all, let me check to see if I've actually got the distance on this map right. Yeah, I have. So, it is 130 feet.
Okay. Maybe to not disturb everyone, I might ride Cyrano out to that tree to tie him up. If I can see it in the distance,
Yeah.
because he's probably going to be loud and annoying.
Because, that's how he is. He's a loud, annoying
So I'm
horse.
like, Cyrano, this way. Let's get you away from the cat.
Oh, okay. So,
Okay.
So you're going to take Cyrano and yourself and the horse
Yeah.
up here. Okay. All right, and tie Cyrano to this tree.
Yes.
Cool.
Just tell them we need some alone time. They won't know the difference.
I'm gonna wander over after the fact when you be told that and be just basically say, I think they're gonna hear him no matter what.
I mean, yeah, it's a fair way off, but if
He
he's
was loud.
Yeah.
Well, it's because
How do
you
you
had me
feel
trapped in a
about-
cage.
Being gagged.
Me?
They won't hear you.
We have to hide it? I thought you wanted to be honest about it.
That's fine, but I'm.
All right, you are starting to
If you're
begin
willing,
to feel the crawling in your body,
we
and you
can
start
tell them.
noticing the fur is beginning to pop out of your skin. So you guys that are over there now can actually watch as this thick, coarse fur starts to
Ew!
Gross.
pop out of his skin as his
Oh, God.
fingernails start to elongate. And you notice
my
the
God.
top part of his jaw is getting just slightly longer, and his front teeth get a little bit bigger as
Okay.
the huge whiskers begin to grow from out underneath his
Yeah,
nose.
I don't want to tell them about this anymore.
Okay,
It's
Quite
really
yeah,
gross.
yeah.
disturbing and
Yeah,
sickening, to
Okay.
be
Do we
honest.
have more rope? Do we have more rope? We
Gag
need
me.
more.
We have
Do
rope.
it. Do it.
Gag him,
Gag me.
gag him, please.
Do it,
Something-
please.
Put something over his head too.
Okay,
maybe.
just like a
something. I don't
potato
wanna-
sack.
Yes, please. Anything. Oh God. Is it painful? It looks painful. Perfect. Well, maybe we'll at least get some sleep tonight if he stays like that.
American Werewolf in London style. Yep, but just not as far, not as extreme. Okay, so bear in mind, Cyrano, one of the things that you have now developed and understand is, for the most part, other than irritability, an unnecessary desire to roam and wander and not be caged up, and an overwhelming hunger, you kind of do have full, control of your faculties, really.
Okay.
It's really just desires and urges that are overcoming you, not a total mind control of, because you're really not turning full blown into the rat like you should be.
Right.
For some reason, that's not happening with you.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do? How do you want to set up with Rat Boy?
Can I be up in this tree, or is it too?
Oh no, the
Broken
tree
and
is
ragged.
the tree is perfectly sound. It's just there's no leaves or anything on it. It's pretty much dead in the fact that no greenery is growing, but it's solid enough to hold your weight. I wouldn't be swinging on any of the smaller branches, but in the main core you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to actually get some sleep.
Okay.
I'm gonna climb up here and be like, all right, I'll just, I guess, watch
What are you doing with Stilo?
Stilo, I'm going to, well, yeah, I won't dismiss him yet. I'll just let him stand there with her, sleep, just let him roam, eat grass if there's any grass.
There's some moss
Doesn't look like it.
and stuff on
There,
the
eat
large
moss.
rocks, but
Does it eat?
which
it
Alekma
need
is
to
probably
eat?
talking
Does
to.
Stilo
I was
eat?
gonna say, Lekma can hear it screaming.
Okay. But Britannica, you're going to get up in the top branches of the tree.
Yeah.
No problem. Annie, you're just going to kind of perch down there and watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Cyrano, as this all kicks in, do you want to stay
Yeah.
there?
I'm gonna try to. Like, I'm gonna try to want to stay there. Yeah.
Because I mean, you don't. That's the point. Is
I know, but I mean, can I? There's nothing I do to combat that. Like,
well,
a roll or something,
if
or-
you want to, so basically, if you, even though the urges are, I don't need to be here, I need to escape, I need to run free, I need to forage, I need to,
Yeah.
if the human part of you is saying no, you're staying, you're putting, you can make a willpower roll to try to fight
Yeah.
against it.
I think I would, only in the sense because there's these other people here, and I don't want to freak
Okay,
them
DC
out.
14 is all it would be.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah, so you 12 or over.
Yeah. Well.
Is that what you need to roll? Yeah, there you go.
Hey!
Okay, you are
Heyo.
able to fight off your basic instincts. Because bottom line is, you know full well, any second you want out of this, you're out of it.
Right.
Because you have your faculties, you can shadow stab. And you know it. And numerous times throughout the night, you're like, all I've got to do is just want it, and I'm out of here. No, I'm
Yeah.
staying. No,
Oh
I'm
my
staying here. I'm not doing it. I'm staying. I'm staying. Okay. Well, you will, in that case, be able to resist the urge, as it were.
Okay.
Okay. Then let me get you away from the river, because I don't think it's very appropriate to be listening to rivers at this point. But we can certainly listen to... that'll work. Okay. All right. Are any of you guys setting up and doing any watches, or are you just going to assume that these people down here in the other camp?
Oh, I'm in the tree watching. That's why I climbed up there. So.
All right. You can sleep when you're dead. All righty.
I'd probably get some sleep.
Sounds
Because I
good.
didn't get any the night before.
All right. So Stilo doesn't seem to be very settled. First of all, it's hard, solid stone. Not a comfortable thing for a horse to try to sleep on. Secondly, he's clearly very nervous and agitated. Like, he just can't seem to settle constantly. It's like, and
What
he's
is it,
pawing
buddy?
the ground
What
and
is it?
moving around.
Okay.
He seems very, very upset. Like, if this was not a trained warhorse, he'd probably be gone by now. Then as he's not tethered.
I probably wonder if it's because there's a were-rat in front of him.
It could have something to do with it. I mean, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe not.
If he kept waking me up in the middle of the night, I'd eventually dismiss him and get annoyed.
Okay, all right. In that case, yeah, because he is not
Yeah.
going to settle. So probably everyone around
Okay.
you is probably thank you. 'Cause- now that being said, Cyrano is wide awake. Cyrano is not interested in sleeping. In fact, you couldn't sleep if you wanted to at this point, because your senses are on fire. You are alive, more alive than you've ever been. You can smell everything. You can see all the shadows and shapes in the dark. You can see the strange tremoring in the floor as you can see like little bits of rock kind of like bouncing around all around you that you would never have seen before. Everything is very kind of vibrant and, like highlighted for you. Okay.
Okay.
The question is, what are you doing in that situation? I mean, if you try to imagine you're voluntarily tied up, wide awake, all you want to do is roam and get up to mischief and do stuff, but you're resisting that urge, and you're going to do that for probably 8 hours.
Okay. I'm gonna chant. What was that? What was that little thing that the one priest said? What was his little mantra?
What he was getting you to say?
Yeah.
Fortitude within and valor without.
Yes. Fortitude. Or you're here like fortitude without because I'm gagged.
Oh my God! They've killed Kenny.
You're just gonna hear me mumbling over and over, just this like constant line.
Okay.
To try to keep myself calm.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up and move farther away so I can sleep better.
You move yourself round to the other side. Okay. Breaking through to the other side. All right. Yeah. So, fortunately, Britannica's not trying really to sleep. Annie, you're not going to probably have a very easy time of sleeping either with Mumbles McMumbleson right next to you. But if you're okay with that, you can stay put. All right.
No, I'm gonna go where Alekma went half the way through the night.
Screw this, I'm going over the other side of the rock.
Give up on him. Good night.
You go to the other side of the huge boulder.
Quiet.
I'm gonna sneak down. And does he still have the little gag on and
Slap him?
thing over him?
He's still there, but his eyes are like darting around, and he's clearly like, I mean, he looks like he's on speed. Basically, he's like,
Would you please shut up? Could you just stop mumbling so much? It's driving me insane.
Did you say you took the thing off?
Not your gag, just
she wanted to make sure that you were still wearing it.
Just zip it, please. Okay, listen. I have a couple sausages left from town. If I give them to you, do you think you'll shut up for like 20 minutes? Please.
Oh, yeah, because that's the other thing. He is probably absolutely ravenous.
Yeah. Yes? Promise? Okay, no, just yes or no. Will you shut up? Okay. I'm gonna carefully take the gag down a little bit. Okay, oh God, here. I'm just gonna give him one. Don't bite. If you bite.
No, you're gonna have to like hold the sausage and like push it towards his mouth like a
Yeah,
kebab.
so I'm gonna try to give him a little bit of sausage. Like, easy. Oh God.
Yeah, put a sleeping
back up.
pill in it.
All right. Now, gag back
Yeah,
on.
2 sausages is about enough to basically kick your appetite into overdrive. It does little to nothing to sustain it. I mean, it's 2 sausages. Last night you ate probably 40 pounds of meat. So.
Oh God. Please just stop making sounds. Thank you. And I'm gonna climb back up into the tree.
All right. Okay. You back up in the tree. You know, periodically you can hear rumbling sounds.
And I hit the tree. like a neighbor, just like, keep it down.
Whack the tree so he feels the vibrations down through the tree. Too funny. The rumbling sounds are still there, though. Alekma and Annie, you can even hear the rumbling sounds.
Ignore.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Which is kind of cool up until you realize that it's rumbling so much that you can actually feel vibrations in the ground.
Oh my gosh. Go purring kitten, putting me to sleep.
Yep. Okay. the rumbles get worse and a little bit more
Great.
vibrant to the point where you can
Okay.
actually feel like it almost like feels like you're sitting on top of a washing machine.
All right, this isn't working. Alekma, what's going
Yes.
on? What is going on?
Is that him?
I thought it was, but now it's definitely not. Right? Stand up.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up too.
Source?
All right. Yeah, you can feel. Definitely for a couple of seconds you feel some rumbling, but then it kind of just stops.
Oh, I just had a flashback to the creatures that popped out of the ground.
Oh,
Oh, God.
God! Oh, what are those?
And ironically, as you say, I just had a flashback of those creatures that rush out of the ground. The ground beneath you goes and breaks as these ginormous insectoid creatures burst out. They are kind of like, clearly they were like moving just below, maybe 5 foot below the ground, burrowing their way around.
Oh my God.
They're kind of huge, big 6 legs, have large mandibles. They probably weigh around 800 pounds apiece. And have just kind of popped up to say hi. This one being incredibly close to you guys, like breaks out of the ground. Another one popped up over here because it was sensing rumbling and movement in this area. And the other one has been sensing the vibrations of the tree being whacked as it sends those down into the roots, which is why he's popped up there. So, like, suddenly it's like, and out they come. 3 of these ugly, nasty creatures. And normally we'd be rolling for initiative, but it's so close to the end of the show that we're going to leave it right there.
What is Cyrano gonna do?
So
What
there
am
we
I gonna do?
go.
What are you going to do? Good luck.
I think I might have to.
Alrighty.
I think I might have to teen rat it, guys.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. When I'm not playing a tree-hugging druid on How Reroll, I'm Shagget. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Shagget, where I stream casually, or on Twitter, if you can figure this out, at @eneb_convos. How's that for laziest outro ever? My ass sass. See you guys.
Jane? Jane, what are you doing? You gotta record your outro. Jane? She's dead.
Hi, Jane's dead, but it's me, Jane's spooky ghost. You can follow me on my spooky adventures at Jane on Twitch with a 0. That's it. I'll talk to you guys later when you're dead. Please.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy, the Snuggler. Oh man, is it my 3rd campaign already? If you guys do want to follow me, I'm pretty active on Twitter at MattySweetTweet. And if this didn't scratch your D&D itch, Chris Tassix and I have a new podcast coming out. You can find out more information about that if you go to www.newcritsontheblock.com. Jane put it right there for everyone to see. We hope you guys go and check it out and enjoy it. Until next time.
Hi, friends and fans. It's me, Christy. Okay, that's good. I'm new and scared, like a lost little baby bear cub in big spooky woods of streaming. But luckily, my mentors Snugs and Jane are here to guide me through with grace and wisdom and beauty and muscles and beauty again, but mostly muscles. Jane said I could promote my art and my D&D podcast. That's all I can say about that, because she also said that hogging the spotlight is selfish and ugly. So, thanks for everything, Snugs and Jane. This is Crispy, saying sayonara.
Hi there, I'm Gorbad. Welcome to the Orc's Nest. I'm the Dungeon Master here on How We Roll, and if you'd like to follow me personally, you can do so on Twitter @Gorbad. Check out thedmblog.com for all things Dungeon Master and Dungeons and Dragons related. And of course, you can follow me on twitch.tv/Gorbad. Also, guys, don't forget to keep up with all things How We Roll. Follow us on Twitter @HowWeRoll. Check out the website www.howweroll.com, and make sure you follow us on YouTube as well. Cheers, guys.